Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel where today we will be going over a study plan that is both easy to maintain while at the same time is efficient. Let's go. What resources you should do in this time period to get a good rank in NEET PG or your INICET exam depends on whether you are an intern actively working with little time to spare or a post-intern who has 10 to 12 hours per day. So if you are an intern or someone who has just started preparing, you have about 3 to 4 months till your next NEET PG exam right now, which is an assumption because no dates are here yet, and about 6 months till your INICET exam roughly. So there's not a lot of time left and we have to be very wise in what we choose to do. We will only do things here from here on that we can revise at least once, but hopefully twice. Okay, so the first very important point is this: don't do any video lecture series. If you are an intern, you don't really have any time for doing videos, test discussions, live lectures, etc. I know this might sound contrarian because everyone around you might be doing some sort of classes, online or offline, some series, something or the other, but trust me, it's not worth it. Everyone will say ki do this mega revision course or do this series, and ultimately it's not the best use of your limited time from my own personal experience. As someone who has given these exams more than twice, from a practical standpoint of a test taker, you don't need to watch hours and hours of content to get a good rank. Be very clear in your mind that any teacher can teach 10 to 12 hours of their subject, but you have to study at least 19 subjects, so you have to pick and choose accordingly. So what you should be doing instead? Well, it's your Q banks and your PYQs. This is the resource you should be majorly focusing on. If nothing else, you have to do this at least once, but ideally twice or thrice. In our exams, at least for now, 50 to 60 questions are straight repeats that are already present in your Q banks and PYQs. Now, which coaching institute you want to subscribe to is up to you. There isn't a whole lot of difference in there. I personally use the Marrow Q bank and the DAMS eMedicos Q bank. There are some minor differences in there, but it's not too significant for you to fuss about. You can choose any institute's Q bank that you like. I might make a separate video later in the future on how to do Q banks in an efficient manner. For now, what I will suggest is that you try and do at least 100 questions and a PYQ section every day. Most of these Q banks have around 14,000 to 15,000 questions. So at this pace, you can at least get your Q banks done at once before your exams. But you should, again, I will repeat, you should do them at least twice. Okay, revise PYQs and Q banks with the same dedication that you have when you ask for parties from your seniors. After the Q banks and the PYQs, and now this really depends on how much time you have left, there are two other resources which I can recommend based on my personal experience. Again, this is not sponsored from any coaching institution. This is what I have used. The first is a DAMS DBT, which happens in I think December to January, which is like an updated mini revision based on your visuals and images. The second is the BTR series from Cerebellum. It's like a mega revision of all 19 subjects in a quick and concise manner. I did both of them, so I can say with confidence that they are excellent resources for your final stretch preparation. Again, don't watch any videos, just read the notes, and if you have any problem or if you have any difficulty in understanding, look at those relevant video sections. If you can do this at least twice alongside the Q banks and the PYQs, this will help you solve 60 to 70% of all the questions in your exams, helping you get a very good rank. Final piece of advice is don't get stuck. Don't get stuck on any topic or difficult question. If you don't understand a topic, try not spending more than 10 minutes understanding it. If you can't, just mug up the answer and carry on, because it's not worth it. In your exams, you can leave 5 to 10% of all the questions easily, so it will not decide or change your rank too much. So now finally, for post interns who might be looking for a bit more, well, if you can spare 12 to 14 hours a day, then my advice to you is to first do all of the above resources at least twice and ideally 3 times. Then and only then get into test taking mode and enroll in a test and discussion series. Again, you don't need to watch complete videos, just look at the notes and add stuff to it. I took the DAMS INICET test and discussion series, but I couldn't revise it properly because it was too vast and exhaustive. You might face the same problem in your own journey, and so plan accordingly. You can take this test and discussion from any institution as well. Again, it's your personal choice. I can only give you what I did. Final piece of advice, and this is for everyone: live your life. This is more like a general life advice. Preparing for such tough examinations can be mentally draining. If you are feeling low, do take out time to relax, watch a movie, or enjoy a hobby. To realize the fact that no matter what one says, this exam, or any exam for that matter, is not the final thing in your life. There is still a lot more of the beautiful journey out there. So just relax. I'm going to be making more videos specific to our tests, how to approach your preparation plan, plus videos regarding specific high yield topics which are often asked in our exams. So if you enjoyed this video and want more, please like and share this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such informative content. Goodbye.